The ninth generation of luxury, increased horsepower, increased torque, the 2022 Mercedes-Benz S500 4MATIC in your diamond white here at Mercedes-Benz of Clearwater. What's new? The e-body control suspension that's going to read the road levels to make it the most luxurious sedan out there, with rivals like your BMW 7 Series, your Audi A8. The interior will stand out from the crowd with OLED touchscreen displays, the widescreen digital instrument cluster, luxury upon luxury. That's what Mercedes-Benz brings to the table. But which one is the best option for you? I'm Anthony from Hawkeye Rides, and I'm going to go over all the specs and details starting now. Mercedes-Benz S500 starts off with luxury amenities that's going to be on the fascia with that 3-bar chromed out grille and the 3-point star that's going to be prominent on top of the hood. They just give enough luxury. It's not over the top. When you're looking at this next to a BMW or an Audi, you can always tell a Mercedes-Benz not just by the grille, but these headlamps. They're multi-beam LED with the night package that's going to blacken out the front splitter, the fins, air intakes. High gloss black is going to be received there. The side panels with inserts in the high gloss black trim, and it's going to project a wide stance because it's 2 inches wider than the prior generation. It's not going to be the widest. That would be going to the BMW. A wide fenders that flare that covers these 21-inch AMG V multi-spoke wheels with black inlays, high performance tires, noise reduction, 4-wheel steering that gives us about 10 degrees better steering. That's a 4.5 degree on the rear. They will go the same direction as the front tires. Adaptive self-leveling 4-wheel multi-link with Airmatic. The length of this has increased by 1.5 inches at 208.2 inches. However, it's still less in the length than the BMW. Wheelbase has also increased by about 2 inches at 126.6 inches. What I do like is how simple the layout is. You still get the chrome treatment. The door handles go inside, so it helps with the aerodynamics. When you come up to it or push it, it will activate them out. So that way it's easy, and it's almost like a push. You don't really pull it too much, and it opens up. Black on the side view mirror caps, and also on your moonroof. And then they carry the chrome over your LED tail lamps. 3-point Mercedes-Benz badging, a spoiler lip here, so it gives a little bit of a sport attribute. 4MATIC badging working down the lower. It's gonna get the black on the diffuser, and that's gonna be encasing these dual exhaust outlets, which really stress the performance. Even though it's an S500, you still pack 0 to 60 under 5 seconds, which is super quick because of how much this thing weighs, how big it is. That's fast. So you're gonna get to your business meeting super quick, and you have enough storage going inside to your cargo. 13.8 cubic feet. You have a 12 volt, a bag holder. There is storage underneath the floor. You have a pass-through, but you know, we have a turbocharged inline 6 with over 400 horsepower. Let's see how that exhaust sounds from the exterior. The new Mercedes-Benz S500 packs the luxury that the flagship brand has been wanting to introduce in the 9th generation, and I think they did a great job. Flawless lines and just elegant when it goes against the BMW 7 Series or the Audi A8. This one definitely stands in a class in its own, and it backs the performance with a 3.0 liter turbocharged with EQ boost that has 21 horsepower and 184 pound-feet of torque, giving us a combined of 429 horsepower and 384 pound-feet of torque. That's paired to a 9G-tronic automatic transmission that's going to achieve 21 to 30 mpgs. A 0 to 60 is around 4.9 seconds, which beats the Audi A8. Top speed 130, which puts it in the same class as the luxury brands. Performance, this is going to have more. Styling elegance, that's obviously up to the eye of the beholder. But from my perspective, I like the lines and the structures. It's not too over the top. It's not the biggest amongst all of them, and it keeps that flagship heritage. Let me know in the comments what you think about the 2022 Mercedes-Benz S500 as we go into the interior, go over the tech, and take this for our test. Entering inside the Mercedes-Benz S500, you're going to receive 42.1 inches of headroom, more than enough leg room in this vehicle because you got an extra near 2 inches of length. This is a sienna brown leather upholstery. It's perforated, power adjustments, heated seats, ventilated seats. You got the kinetics. When you get into this flagship level, luxury is what you're going to be getting, and it works with the new dashboard layout. We have the black polish, the ambient lighting, quad air vents in the center, which is new from 2021. When you look at it on the sides, it literally just brushes into the door panels, which gives a nice effect. And you don't have buttons aren't placed everywhere. They're placed in unique areas that they should be, like the push start is literally right there. They really utilize space in the center. They make it even more of a waterfall effect with this 12.8-inch OLED touchscreen. We have navigation. You have the pinch. You have the swipe. This has your Bluetooth connectivity, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. We have the Burmester audio sound system, Sirius XM, HD, FM, AM. You have your dynamic modes, which you can go into here to make it more sport-derived, more eco-friendly. However you want, you can change the whole chassis layout. Click into the home button so you can see all the apps we have. You can do your climate control here. Ambient lighting, you can really change this however you like. So you can see that red that just came in. For your parking camera, you do have a lot of different camera positions. We're going to try to go through them really quickly here. So we'll click onto the screen and go into the front. Obviously, it's a 360-degree camera. You can also do the auto, where it'll kind of just go for you like that as well. What I like about it is how intuitive it is. It is also live, as you can see. I turned on the hazards. You're reversing, you do have full trajectory, you have the sensor functionality all around it. This kind of gives you a bubble effect. The gloss black is going to just brush into your cup holders that you can fit 16.9-ounce water bottle. I would say you can fit about a 32-ounce, 2 USB-C ports. You have your wireless charger and a storage tier here. Open up inside and you have a deep storage. Hidden storage behind the touch screen. You're going to have soft elbows because this, at the end of the day, pure luxury. The steering wheel gets the wood on the exterior. You're going to get the leather on the interior, multi-function with that gloss black. And I like how sporty it sits with the paddle shifters. Full digital gauge cluster. You can click onto the home here and you can change understated. You can also change in the background too. So, I mean, they just really make it very intuitive. Sport control, exclusive, giving you that elegant look yet again. You can do the classic. You can do it with the big navigation. You can do it with your assistant. And the nice thing is you can hit the back button here if you don't want to go through all those settings. Touch sensitive for your sunroof. And the way they make it so intuitive, yet so easy to operate if you're new to the brand. Door panel, soft materials. You're going to get the ambient lighting. You get your power seat adjustments. You get the memory for the driver and passenger. You get the one touch up and down, dual pane windows, Burmester sound system, storage. I would say you can fit maybe 3 or 4 16.9-ounce water bottles. Efficiency, yes, you have it. You have great gas consumption. To fit a family of 5, let's see if we could do it. For the back seats, I'm at 39.4 inches of headroom, 43.4 inches of legroom, storage behind the back of the front seats. You have so much space in this S-Class. It is insane. Very comparable to the BMW 7 Series and the Audi A8. The big difference here, the elegance that you get is a different ambiance. And I do like what we're working with. The ambient lighting comes into the door panel. You have your side air vent and air vents in the center. You also have a home plug, 2 USB-C ports. It's still nice and soft even into the back seat. You don't feel anything sporty. You feel more luxurious. Open up inside here. You got a little storage with 2 more USB-C ports. You got a little area that you can put a larger cell phone or an iPad. Cup holders easily fit about a 20 ounce, and you got a pin holder right here. So the executive line is here. All those sunshades can be adjusted in the back seat on both door panels. So that way you can have all the light that you want to bring in all of that elegant styling, or you can keep everything closed and you have the ambiance lighting to set it apart. Door panel, soft materials, you get that gloss black, inserts, one touch up and down for all the windows. The Burmester sound system looks really good in that door panel. Storage, I would say you can fit about 2 or 3 16.9 ounce water bottles. So it is efficient for 4 of us to fit so far, my height and dimensions. The floor is not completely flat. Let's see how I look in the center. Sitting into the center, headroom is still no problem. Legroom, the same thing. You are sharing leg space, butt space, shoulder space. You do protrude forward and you sit upwards, but you still have an efficient amount of room for 3 adults that's 6'3" to fit in the back seat of this S500. The luxury element that Mercedes-Benz brings to the table just is insane. You have such a unique styling, and it's not over the top. Like I said on the exterior, you don't have all this digital screen layout. You still have elegance. Taking the 2022 Mercedes-Benz S500 out for our test run. Luxury, elegance, you're getting it. A blend of best worlds in this 3.0 liter turbocharged inline 6-cylinder. You have the EQ Boost, which is an awesome system because when you have that for that auto start stop feature, you never know when the car is actually disengaged or engaged. It's super quiet and elegant. I mean, even when I give full gas, which I'm gonna do in just a second, we're gonna slow it down just a little bit right here, and here we go. You can hear enough of the exhaust. They do such a great job with the sound dampening. It is insane what you get with the Mercedes-Benz line. Now, comparing this to the BMW and the Audi, which one is going to be better fit? You're going to get more performance driven out of this, which are numbers, the 0 to 64.9 seconds, which is super quick. I do like that we also have that 4.5-degree turning for the rear, so it makes it easier because it is a longer vehicle and it does project it quite a bit in the front. But when we have that 3-point badging right in the front, I know where the bumper is. So they did an excellent job with that. Nothing really over the top on the hood. The A-pillars are, it's not really pushed back. 429 horsepower, 384 pound-feet of torque. Obviously, it's not going to be fast like the G-Wagon that's in front of us. But you have the elegance that backs it. The 9-speed G-tronic shifts lovely. Everything in the interior too is quiet. The soft door close, every single aspect that has a motor, you barely can hear it, and I do like that. And it's gonna bring me on to the 3 things I like and 3 things that I dislike. Is anything more than that, I'd be buying this vehicle. The 3 things that I like about it is, like I was saying, that everything in the interior is so quiet. We got 21-inch wheels. I barely hear road noise at all. All of the mechanics in the interior, you barely can hear it when you're moving the seats, when you're adjusting anything at all. The next thing is the craftsmanship. They went above and beyond, and the reason why I say that is because they just simply did. I mean, everything has a unique spot, and they filled it because they designed this car so everything is exactly where it should be. There's no openness. When you get into BMW or Audi, it's not that they forget or they leave flaws. They just don't cover up some of the touchscreen components as well. Last thing I like is how police sit on the side of the road. They make it difficult for us YouTubers to do reviews. But you know, we're gonna make an exception because I have to show you what the last thing I like about this vehicle is. We're gonna stop here in the middle of the road. Hopefully he doesn't see us and go crazy. Give her some gas, here we go. Yes, we're sacrificing. We don't have a V8, but you know what? We still have so much power, and that EQ Boost just sets it apart with an extra 21 horsepower that gives us that total of 429 horsepower. The 3 things that I dislike has to start with the cargo. The cargo in the trunk is not going to be the most optimal if you're comparing it to the rivals. It's not necessarily as long as a vehicle either, so I understand that, so we can kind of sort of let it slide. But then in the back seat goes to the second thing that I dislike. You don't really have enough storage compartments back there. And when you're going into the rivals, you're gonna have a little bit more. I like to have a lot more storage, especially in the door panel at least. The last thing that I dislike about the vehicle is it feels very long and it does feel wide. Even though you have all the safety features around you, you can do a lot of things in this vehicle and it will take care of you and keep you hugged in the lines as best as possible and as smooth as possible. It just, when you get into these longer vehicles, you're gonna feel it and you're going to expect it. Is it easy to drive? Yes, because the steering, it's very light, a little bit more artificial than I would like. I would like a little bit of weight, but as for the dynamics, you're gonna be pretty taken care of there. You also have your rear wheels that turn the same direction as your front, and they'll turn the opposite direction in a parking lot. So that way parking is at ease. So they have thought about, you know what, the car is long, let's try to make it easy for people to drive in the long run. I personally love the way the Mercedes S-Class is. The S500 is just a perfect blend of power and luxury and elegance. And it is blended so well and crafted so well that it's a unique segment all in its own. When you're looking at the BMW 7 Series or the Audi A8, one of the things that stands out for Audi is they have all of these touch screens, and obviously the digital gauge cluster is digital, so that way it looks very tech savvy. This is going to look more elegant. So I do like that because they actually stress with materials instead of technology. When you go into the BMW 7 Series, they do a great job as well, not going too over the top, going tech savvy wise. It's just, this one, they literally has made it like a waterfall effect, and they do that even on the dash that goes into the door panels. Like I was saying, in the interior, everything just brushes and it's nicely laid out, very easy to use. Power wise, this is going to have more. 0 to 60, this is going to be almost the best. Gas consumption, you're getting great numbers. Safety, you have your lane keep assist, you have your frontal collision with pedestrian, you got the rear cross traffic. You are taking care of full circle. When you're getting into this level of vehicle, it's really hard to nitpick and complain about things that you dislike because there's so many additives and pluses that you get out of it. I mean, you're getting up to 30 mpgs in a Mercedes-Benz. That is crazy. Plus, you got the latest, greatest tech. You have over-the-air updates, so you don't have to worry about taking this to the dealership back and forth. It's one of the quicker power release for your cargo, so that is also a nice thing, because if you're trying to go in and out of the grocery store, I personally own an Infiniti, and it takes forever to open the trunk. This one, quick. I like it. As for when you stop and you have the auto stop feature on, that EQ boost really works an extra step. You don't even know that it's on or off when the vehicle is sitting at a position at a park or when you're at a red light. So you always are feeling very elegant. You don't feel any bumps like that whenever the system actually activates. And that's what I mean by they really have thought of every single thing whenever they created this 9th generation. I'd like to thank Mercedes-Benz of Clearwater for giving us this 2022 Mercedes-Benz S500 for our car review. If you're already a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Hawkeye community. If not, click the next video, that subscribe button, check out the details, merchandise, website, and everything we do here at Hawkeye Ride.